No heroes, just survivors. And badasses. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most badass characters on the 100. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the most badass characters from the hit CW show, The 100. Number 10, Rowan.
Don't turn you up. I don't know if it's a job.
Rowan is a complex character to say the least. He's introduced as the banished prince of the Ice Nation, and after a rough start, becomes an ally to Clarke in an attempt to return home.
I've done my part. Now do yours. Lift my banishment.
Then, when he becomes Ice King, he continues to honor their alliance, even when his own people turn against him for it. Though king of the most vicious Grounder clan, Rowan is open to diplomacy despite the fact that it has not traditionally been their way.
The time for alliances has passed. I'm fighting for my people today.
Of course, when diplomacy fails, he has no problem turning to war and violence, something he is particularly skilled at. All that to say, he's badass in more ways than one.
Get off this battlefield before you dishonor your people once again.
Number 9, Kane.
We're here now. Everything's gonna be okay.
A villain turned hero, Kane was a ruthless leader on the arc. And though he would change for the better over time, he arrived on the ground expecting to be an authority.
You are not in control here anymore.
Thankfully, he and his counterpart Abby learned to swallow their pride and accept the fact that, though they might be leaders, they are not the ones in control.
We do what's right, and 364 people die.
You saved so many others.
Being a badass doesn't always mean aggression and power. Sometimes it means taking a backseat to those who know better.
If we don't make a choice, then we'll both die.
And other times it means leading a rebellion against a dictatorial chancellor. Over time, Kane develops into a caring co-leader with Abby. While he makes sure everyone survives, she makes sure they deserve to survive.
My life isn't worth more than theirs. I need you to pull 81 names.
Number 8, Indra.
Strength of spirit like that is rare. It must be guided.
Indra is counted among Tree Crew's fiercest warriors, and she's one of the commander's closest confidants. Though at first reluctant about forming an alliance, she ultimately becomes a friend to Sky Crew, and a mentor to Octavia. Having the ear of both the Grounders and the Sky People, Indra wields a lot of power. Not that she needs it. Her reputation precedes her, just her presence is enough to strike fear into you.
You have courage. But courage isn't justice.
She doesn't let emotion get in the way of her duty, and she always does what's in the best interest of her people. Her intense level of loyalty is inspiring, especially when the definition of her people grows beyond Tree Crew.
Why are you helping me? If I win, that would mean the end of your people.
You like I could.
Number 7, John Murphy.
Oh, the things I do to survive.
Capable of talking his way out of seemingly any situation, and one of the original 100, Murphy is the definition of a survivor. When he was trapped in Polis, he convinced the Grounders he was the new commander's flame keeper.
I can help you sell this lie. Because like it or not, Ontari, a fake commander needs a fake flame keeper.
An amazing feat for anyone, let alone a Sky person. Across the series, he's survived capture and torture multiple times. His friends call him the cockroach because he just won't die.
Go. Survive.
That's what cockroaches do, right?
Originally a completely self-serving villain, he grew to actually care about his friends' well-being. And as he's grown, he's also become one of the most dynamic characters on the show.
Pain, hate, envy. Those are the ABCs in me.
Number 6, Monty Greene.
I feel weird, but in a good way.
Don't be fooled by his mellow demeanor. Monty will pick up a weapon and jump into the fight when he needs to, but is much more likely to fight with his brain rather than his brawn.
I can't change the tide if the moon won't cooperate. Get out of here!
It's basic physics.
Monty is arguably the toughest, most emotionally resilient character on the show. He's loyal to a fault to his friends, even when it means turning on his own mom to defend them.
Stop! Mom! Don't make me do this!
In fact, the dude killed his own mom to save his friends, and the world, twice. Monty goes through just as much as everyone else in the series, but never forgets who he is, or what he's fighting for. Number 5, Lexa.
The Sky People march with us now.
To put it simply, Lexa is special, even amongst Grounder commanders. She somehow brought together all 12 feuding clans and attempted to make Skycrew the 13th.
Krukom Tondisi, Ramfire, Osawaraklin Loudness Day, Comfotain.
Despite the small misunderstanding at Mount Weather, Lexa's dedication to her alliances is admirable. War may be all the Grounders ever knew, but with some inspiration from Clarke, Lexa comes to believe in a better way.
Then let it be known. Blood must not have blood.
Breaking tradition with past commanders, Lexa fights for peace rather than perpetuating war. Lexa's fighting prowess and unflinching resolve are matched by her compassion and willingness to grow, which is what makes her such a great leader.
Your ambassadors betrayed you. How do you move forward? They were doing what they believed was right for their people, too.
Number 4, Raven Reyes.
I don't choose pain. I choose life.
She might not be a warrior, but she's definitely a fighter. Raven is seemingly always saving others from certain death, with the power of her brain.
That bridge has survived a nuclear war and 97 years of weather.
It won't survive me.
And though she struggles with her physical limitations, she never lets them stop her. She came down to Earth in a ship she rebuilt herself, made radios, bullets, and bombs from scraps for the 100 to fight the Grounders, and she rigged the dropship to ignite with a bullet in her back.
Raven, you can die.
In Zero G, I didn't need my legs. Down here, I do.
Oh, and there was also that time Raven killed herself and brought herself back to life to cure herself from fatal seizures.
Here's the takeaway. You have to be willing to die to really live. I am.
If this chick isn't the definition of badass, what the heck is? Number 3, Bellamy Blake.
We're on the ground now. And that means we are Grounders!
Though his actions are sometimes misguided, Bellamy always has good intentions. Another villain turned hero. It didn't take long for Bellamy to become a leader for the 100 and a partner to Clarke.
You still have hope.
We still breathing?
In a lot of ways, he's fearless. He went undercover in Mount Weather to find a way to get his friends out without a second thought.
And Clarke, there are kids in here. We need a plan that doesn't kill everyone.
And he's never afraid to fight for what he believes is right. Possibly Bellamy's most awesome quality is his unwavering faith that, no matter the obstacle, his friends will find a way to overcome it together.
That wristband on your arm, it makes you a prisoner. We are not prisoners anymore.
Number 2, Clarke Griffin.
Clarke, we need him.
And I need his son to believe me.
From the second they landed on the ground, she's done everything possible to keep everyone safe, whether that be through war or peace.
I didn't want this.
Neither did I.
Though she ideally would opt for peace and whatever option keeps everyone alive, she's not afraid to make the tough calls when necessary.
I bear it, so they don't have to.
She commands respect from her people and Grounders alike, making her the definitive leader of Skycrew. A fact that upsets the adults when they came down in the Ark underestimating her.
I have to go into the City of Light and find the kill switch.
But Clarke had already led and won a war with the Grounders before the adults ever stepped foot on the ground. Why? Because she's a badass.
We have more bullets than you have men. You'll lose.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I just saved your lives. I'm hoping you will return the favor. I don't want to kill you, Anya. Then you're the one that's gonna die.
We did it! Steal the barricade!
Number 1, Octavia Blake.
This is who I am.
From the girl under the floor to a revered warrior, the woman known as Sky Ripa, meaning death from above, is unparalleled in her badassery.
I'm here for the war.
She should have died several times, but this woman has more lives than a damn cat. Though war has changed her, and fighting is a huge part of who she is, Octavia still has the same big heart she had when she first stepped on the ground.
My people. My responsibility.
Even at her darkest, she's fiercely loyal. And though she achieves it through violent means, she has a desire for unity.
You have until midnight. Choose. Or you all die.
In winning the final conclave, Octavia was able to do what neither Clarke nor Lexa was able to accomplish. Truly unite the clans.
Then come Fulao. Oson Gyon of.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.